was able to get a lot of good work in and was able to really see a lot of guys do multiple things. So proud of our guys, how they worked, how much work they put in over the summer to be in a position where we could have this type of camp. So really been a good camp for us and excited about obviously now having the opportunity to play somebody else.
Every year that you've been at Towson, the program has gotten better and better, and you've taken steps. As you enter year three here, do you feel like this is a year where you can take it even another step higher?
Yeah, I'd like to. I think last year, we made some really good strides. I felt like, except for really of all the games we played, I mean, there's two that we really haven't been in, and the others, I thought, we found a way to be in them last year. Lost a couple of close ones, but I thought played people pretty well. So excited about that. And, I'm looking, like you say, I mean, now more people in the program that, understand every aspect of what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. That just leads to more compliance, on all the little things and puts you in a great spot to just really have all the guys on the same page in every aspect of what you're doing.
Let's break down your team a little bit, and let's start on the offensive side of the ball. I know you have, when we talked at media day, a new coordinator, which you felt like you were going to have a pretty open battle for a lot of positions, and we'll start at quarterback. Have you settled on one, or how do you feel about that spot going into the opener?
Yeah, as you know, I mean, I think we got great depth there. You know what I mean? And so, not really going to announce anything until the opening game. But obviously, having Sean Brown, who started all the games that he did for us last year, and Nate Kent, starting the games the year before, we're really in a great spot. And we redshirted Winston Watkins last year. He has come on, continued to develop, and we brought in a young freshman who's had the opportunity to get a couple looks at Andrew Indorf as well. So we're excited about that room and looking forward to seeing how it plays out. But we feel like we're going to get great play whoever we put out there.
Yeah, whoever's out there also can look to both sides, and you got a pretty veteran group of wide receivers who have played a lot of snaps and made a lot of plays for you. Do you feel like that group might be the strength of the unit?
Yeah, I think our wide receivers, we have great depth there. I mean, we really have five guys that have just played a lot of football for us. John Dunmore, Jason Doss leading the way of that group. They really, top two wide receivers last year, really in a really good spot. Lucas Lindano, Isaiah Perkins, and Sam Reynolds. Those guys have played, in every game that I've been here the last couple years. Obviously, Sam had the one year that he didn't play, but he played the year before. So we got a lot of experience at the wide receiver spot. Really looking forward to seeing those guys, use. We're going to try to put them in great spots, but really use their abilities, get them in the open field, get them quick looks, and get the ball to them.
Before we close, you've got to replace a starting running back. Have there been any guys that or it would be a group by committee? How does the running back situation look?
Yeah, a little bit by committee, but Al Wooten came in. He rushed for over 700 yards at Mercer in the 23 season. He was at Duke last year. He's come in, done a great job. Caddy Phillips, who we played a little bit last year, redshirted. He's come in, done a good job. And then we got two freshmen that we like a lot as well. So I think you're going to see all those guys, and they'll have an opportunity to shine for us.
Flip over and talk a little bit of defense. You got a couple of defensive backs that made the preseason all-conference team. I assume that may be where it starts as far as the experience and the strength of that group.
Yeah, I mean, Miles Brody really has done a fantastic job, and Xavier Terry, both those guys have played in every game since we've been here. Xavier has been a starter for the last 2 years for us and played a lot before we got here. Miles really came into his own last year, became what I think really one of the top corners in the league. So we're very blessed to have those guys back there. Jacine Shiggs as well has played a lot of football for us in the secondary. So that group, I think, gives us a pretty good, back end to kind of cover some of the problems that we might have. If something breaks, they're there to fix it.
Newcomers, do you have some guys up front that have worked their way in? Maybe that people don't know their names, but guys that have impressed you early on?
Yeah, JT Black, transfers come in, Wyatt Drager, a transfer coming in, Trayvon Adams, all those guys, defensive linemen, they've come in and done a really nice job. Jamez Drummer has come in as an outside linebacker, transferred in from ODU, been very good for us. Miles Turner, inside linebacker from UMass, done a really good job with us. I think our linebacking crew, Rodney Roan has played a lot of football for us the last 2 years. Branson Peters really stepped up last year for us. CJ McClendon. So I really like that crew as well. We got a lot of guys that can play and that have, created plays for us in the past.
Let's talk about your game on Thursday night. Norfolk State's a team we've got some familiarity with over the last couple of years, but they obviously have a new head coach that maybe a few people have heard about, Michael Vick. How is that? While you might know some personnel, how having a new coach coming in affect your preparation for this game?
Yeah, really, I think, that our former offensive coordinator, Brian Shepard, is their offensive coordinator. So I feel like we've got a little bit of an idea of what they're going to do offensively. They've got a very talented transfer quarterback from South Florida, who throws a great deep ball and can run the ball or run extremely well. They got one of the better running backs of the in their conference coming back, and a really big, experienced O line. So we got our hands full on offense, and then defensively, new scheme. Don't really know much about it. So that's probably been the hardest part to prepare for. Defensive coordinator is coming from Florida Memorial, but he's got a lot of NFL background to him. So that one's kind of the one we're guessing on and not really knowing. So we're gonna have to figure that out pretty quickly.
Sure, with Michael Vick's arrival, there'll be quite the atmosphere on Thursday night down there. How much are you and your players looking forward to starting the season that way in front of what I'm assuming will be a big crowd?
Yeah, they're telling us this thing's sold out, so that place holds about 30,000. Could be an exciting day. So our guys are excited to get in front of that type of crowd. Should be a great atmosphere. I think Stephen A. Smith is doing first take on campus that day, so game's going to be nationally televised. Should be a lot of fun for our guys.
Yeah, how does that exposure? You also just announced or found out last week the game was going to be nationally televised on ESPNU, and you mentioned Stephen A. being there. How much is that attention uh, good for your program?
Well, I think it's great for us. I'm sure they're going to mispronounce our name, cost Towson State a couple times, that kind of thing. But we'll take the publicity. And obviously, the whole attention is on Michael Vick. And really, great for him and great for Norfolk to get that exposure. But, it'll be fun to have Towson in that mix and then be able to show who we are on national television later that night.
Before I let you go, just what's the biggest thing that you want to see from your guys headed into that environment, and what would you like to see your guys do?
Yeah, I just want our, we finished the season very well last year, winning three in a row. I thought playing very good football, playing very composed football. We want to pick up, right where we left off and just really be a team that, is consistent, be a team that's doing the right things in the right spots, and just, being able to count on each other. We've done a great job of building unity throughout the tour or throughout the time of fall camp. Want to see that continue and really see our guys just have a lot of fun out there playing. I mean, you get a chance to play this type of game, you got to take full advantage of it.
All right, Pete. Thanks so much for doing this afternoon. Safe travels to Norfolk, and